you're about ready to find out it's really your attitude that's pretty much controlling everything. Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren, and I am back. And my heart, my desire, really my prayer is to help folks getting near 50 or in their 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s live your best life. Why not the second half of your life be your best life? So attitude. I mean, how important is this? This is just my experiences. Maybe you have different experiences of somebody having a crappy attitude and being successful. But I have run everything, in the hospitality field, from hundreds of restaurants, running big companies like Bennigan's and Longhorn Steakhouses and others, to individual restaurants and hotels, and owned some. And I mean, I have been in leadership, it seemed like my whole life. And obviously I was an employee. I was an hourly employee. I worked my way through the ranks to get to the top of many companies. But here's what I know. I worked with a lot of people that had crappy attitudes. And I bet, if I was betting, their life still sucks. Whether it's their health, finances, relationships, or all those things. I have worked with a few people that just have stellar attitudes. I mean, they're positive. They're fun to be around. In the worst of times, they're still smiling and making the best of whatever their situation is. They get promoted. They make more money. They get more opportunities. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought that the number one thing that's either making you or breaking you is just your attitude? It's not your brain. I do think intelligence over the long haul is going to win. I mean, if you couple that with a good attitude. You can't be walking around with a 75 or 80 IQ and get very far in this world. You can work hard, you can have a great attitude, and you can get as far as an 80 IQ will take you. But if you're an average, 100 IQ or above with a great attitude, you can pretty much accomplish anything in the United States of America. It truly is the land of opportunity. It is truly a wonderful week. I'm recording this in the week that America celebrates its 250 years of freedom. And man, I don't take that lightly. Now, did I always have a great attitude? No. Here's what happened for me. I outworked everybody. I worked harder. Pretty smart, pretty high IQ. I'm not bragging. God gets all the glory for anything good going on in my life. From an early age, I was kind of clever and wise and somewhat political. And I don't mean politically like Democrat, Republican, but in any company, you got to be a little bit political if you want to be successful. So I made it more on that, not necessarily my great attitude. Now, I would fake it when bosses were around or something, but I was tough. I was hard-nosed. You probably liked working for me if you had a great attitude and you got the job done, but if you didn't, you probably didn't like it. But I got great results because of all that. So then, as I grow and mature and flip things, I said, these people with a great attitude are just getting more opportunities than I am. These people who have these other attributes like working hard and integrity, character, all those good things you need to have to be successful. Well, what if I had a great attitude all the time? What if I chose my attitude no matter what my circumstances would be? And you know what? My circumstances haven't always been great. And a lot of it's self-inflicted stupidity on my part. But they haven't always been great. I was hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt as I was working on having a better attitude. I went through a divorce as I was working on having a better attitude. I've had struggles in relationships as I was working on it. Here's what happened. Everything kind of worked out. Now, God gets all the glory for my good attitude now, but I choose it every day and I reset it every day. My attitude, I do not have a positive attitude naturally. I have to reset it every day. And the simplest system that exists is gratitude. Every single day I am on my knees thanking God. Some days it's hundreds of things. Some days I can only get to a few dozen things. But man, when I lock in, when I push that button to get on my gratitude super train in the morning, I still have problems. Things still go wrong. But I feel pretty good, and I notice that I work through the problems faster, and I get to the good stuff. The good stuff is, personal growth. The good stuff is growing our businesses. The good stuff is being a great dad, a great husband, a great friend to others. I mean, those are the things that are important to me. When I wasn't doing gratitude in the morning, some days were crappy. I don't have crappy days. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, there's some days I don't feel good, but I'm still in a good mood, physically speaking. Or I'm extra tired. Now, I can be cranky. I can be whiny. I can be a big old baby at my tender young years on the planet. But here's the truth. I'm in a good mood, and I'm choosing my attitude about 98% of the time. 98%. And so what's happened for me over the last 25 years is doors have opened up. Relationships have improved. I've married the most beautiful, wonderful woman. I've got 2 great kids. We are financially secure. We live on a house with a lake. Again, I'm not bragging. I'm telling you, what are the things you do? And one of them is just choose your attitude. I mean, we're just with some friends that are going through some tough times, and they had smiles on their face, and they were sharing, not what was going on specifically, but, hey, it's a little bit rough right now, but, they had a great attitude towards it. Choose your attitude. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, if I give you anything other than accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, it should be, just choose the right attitude. Promotions are ahead, business opportunities are ahead, better health. You have a great attitude about your health, you're going to be in better health. Great relationships are ahead. Choose your attitude. Choose your attitude. Choose your attitude.